You're watching MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. That, of course, is the big show, Jared Rosholt. Getting ready to do battle coming up here in UFC Fight Night, number 40. Jared, how's training camp been going? And what's it like right now at Team Takedown, especially with Johnny being the new champ? Has it changed the venue and how things work? And has Lehman gotten a little bit more cranky with his practices now?
No, not really. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of positive vibe going on right now after Johnny's fight. It's been a long time coming for somebody from our team to get to that point. And after the GSP fight, it's kind of some disappointment. And that was kind of a tough time for the team. But now it's all smiles. We're all happy. And training camp's been going really, really good.
Have you put a lot of self-imposed pressure? Because I know your brother Jake is kind of like that, where he's like, I gotta be the champ, I gotta win. And then having a guy like now, having Johnny being the champ, does that give you more drive and a little bit more pressure on yourself to go, I gotta become the champ now as well at the heavyweight division?
I don't think that it puts any more pressure on me. I kind of had that pressure on me anyways, whether Johnny was to win a belt or not. All this does is just make me a little more motivated and see that, hey, this can happen. I know somebody just won it, So it's really just more of a motivator and stuff. No more pressure. If anything, it might have taken some of it off.
Team Takedown for me is almost like, Oklahoma State wrestling or Iowa wrestling or, now Penn State wrestling, where one champ all of a sudden brings in 12 more champs. And, everybody steps up the game because they have that one guy in the room. It was kind of like that after the GSP fight, where everybody was I thought Johnny won the first fight against GSP. That's just my biased personal opinion. Then it kind of felt like the whole team believed it too, and it was like a big letdown for the squad, for everybody. But then everyone kind of rallied and put it together. Now I kind of feel like you guys are going to step the game up again, and that's going to be the new team of like Miletich camp of old. Team Takedown's about to be that new camp. Are you getting that sense too, where guys are starting to call and want to come in and work out and wanting to come? Do you want to train with Jared? Let's come and hang out with Jared and get ready for a fight.
Absolutely. It's even since before the GSP fight, people started that kind of put Johnny and Team Takedown on the map. And, they saw the talent here. They wanted to work with some of the best, and Johnny's obviously the best now, but was really close to being the best at that time before GSP fight. And everybody's like, we want to come be around that kind of group, that kind of success. People feed off of other people's success and momentum, and even for me, just getting into the UFC, I'm finally starting to get a few heavyweights that call up and say, hey, can I come in and work out? Sure, that's really the hardest part for me is finding partners. And just moving up into the big-time organization, it's helped me get more partners. And it's definitely going to probably be huge as soon as Johnny starts training again.
You're 9-1, and you're just saying that you're having a hard time finding partners. So you get through 10 fights, you only have one loss from not having the right group to train with, as far as the right size, the right look, the right feel. How much more important is it going to be now coming into these fights to have guys like that are in there that are the right size and the right feel?
I think it's real important. Just to have a guy that's big in general is huge. Just to have that body weight and to have to move somebody with that kind of mass, that's important. You can go with like I say 97 pounders and think college wrestling. Yeah. You're going with like the 205 pounders and the 185 pound fighters, and it's like, yeah, this is great for my hand speed and stuff. But you grab a hold of them, you're like, get out of the way. You're like moving them around, no problem. You at least need that mass, and since there's been guys coming in and we've been like to get ready for the UFC debut against Walt Harris, southpaw, 6'5", big guy, it's tough to find somebody who's an athlete, Division I athlete too, to train for. We were flying guys in from Minnesota, Illinois, guys that are 6'5", southpaws that like to strike, and but you got to do that now, for the UFC to get ready for those fights. You have to do it.
Well, obviously that's one of the things that has really changed in the sport is everyone's getting smarter about how they're training. What's the difference between, say, where you were training a year ago and how you guys were training a year ago to how you're training now? What's the major factor that's that you really notice besides training partners now having to fly guys in? What's the other major factor that's happening in your training?
Major factor for me has been me and the coaches are really communicating a lot better about what I need, as opposed to like in a group, hey, everybody, we're going to do this today. No, hey, this is what I'm going to do, but on top of that, I need this and this and this. Let's work it into my schedule somehow. I went from, like 2 workouts a day to sometimes 4 now. And they're not like long workouts. They're just like hitting on things that I know are weaknesses of mine, and I'm just eliminating them. And then all of a sudden, the extra work that I've been doing, the stuff that I'm working on, my weaknesses, have made all my other workouts better too. Because say like I'm doing like foot speed drills and stuff. Well, that just automatically made my boxing way better too because I move in and out so much better. It's all coming together. I couldn't be more happy with the way things have been going lately.
What are you weighing right now?
243. There for a while I was up around 255. Shoot, even at one point when I first started, they were trying to get me huge. Lesnar was the big thing then. The size and everything. I got like 286, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I couldn't move. I was lethargic. I was fat. And now it's just like I'm 243. But that's what I've been fighting. I'm a lot leaner now, so I know that I put muscle on. I've gotten in better shape. I mean, I'm in really good shape right now, I think.
How do you think this fight's gonna go down with Daniel? What kind of fight do you think he's gonna bring to you? I know you've watched tons of tape on him. I know Layman's broke down every single position you could possibly do because that's the way Mark is. Yeah. What do you think Daniel's gonna do? Like, what are you feeling? How do you think the first 30 seconds of the first round is gonna go?
I don't think it's going to go too much different than any of his other fights that I've watched. I don't think that he's going to change up his game plan a whole lot for me. And if he does, I mean, I don't think it's going to change anything too much. But I think he's going to come out. He's going to be ready to throw hard right off the get-go. He's going to throw a lot of kicks, body and head kicks. He's a southpaw. It's nice that I just came off of fighting a southpaw, so it's still fresh on my mind since the last camp. And I've had great training partners down here. I had a great training partner from Canada that's amazing on the ground. He's a southpaw. He's been great work for me. Had him down here for 3 weeks. But I think that first 30 seconds is going to be like, keep your hands up, weather the storm if it's going to come, and then do work,
It's a typical style, and that's kind of how I see the fight breaking down as well for me watching tape. And of course, I'm not doing as much analysis as Mark is. But that's pretty much how I saw it coming through. Is got to weather the storm for the first minute and a half, and then after that he'll slow down and settle in, and that's when you'll be able to overtake with your constant wrestling, constant pressuring style that you do, where this guy's just going to be overwhelmed at some point and finally give it up.
And I think it'll surprise him too, probably that with the Wall Harris fight and some others before, sometimes you like to go out there and feel a guy out, for the first minute or so. Well, watching him, he comes right out and goes right at you with kicks and stuff. And I think I'll surprise him because, I don't plan on backing up at all. So unless I just feel like getting out and resetting. But other than that, I mean, I plan on taking the fight to him the whole time because I don't want to be going backwards with those kicks that he has.
Well, Jared, thanks for coming on here with MMA Oddsbreaker. I appreciate it. I know you just got done working out, so I want to keep this short and sweet so you can go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Good luck, and it's gonna be fun. Abu Dhabi. I don't know if you've ever been over to the UAE. It's a great place. You'll have a lot of fun over there. Jet lag won't be as bad going over as it will be for most guys because you're so used to traveling from college wrestling and trying to get through stuff. So you'll have a good time. You really will have a good time over there. And good luck. We'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate it. Anytime you want to do this, I'd love to.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you.